Hi, this is Trevor Conkergood, software manager for RNK Distributing, and welcome to this week's RNK Software Club's video for the week. Our topic for this week is how to sketch a photograph, and so I'm sure that everybody will find this video very interesting. Let's go ahead and get started. What I can do is make my workspace nice and large to show you how this is very different from using photo to stitches. So photo to stitches, I think we all know is a tool. Up here, there are other videos about photo to stitches. Sketching a photograph really is a little bit more of a manual process, but it allows us to create a much lighter and perhaps more custom style of design. Notice here, I'm just going to show you if I hide the photograph that this is like a sketch of a dog. And the same thing, I could hide the stitches to see, what the original photograph looks like. And so this is the concept that we could put a photo on the screen and then use the tools that the program comes with to sort of like sketch over top and add in the stitches. And so that's what this video is all about. To get started, you want to open up an image that you've taken, like a photograph. And so I'll click on my design finder, and this is like a folder that I've got some of my thread sketches in. Let's just find a nice, cute little orange kitty cat photograph and double click to open it up. So now in my workspace, I will have a photograph of a cute little orange cat, and you're probably really excited to start sketching it, but probably the first thing I should do here is click on my backdrop tool to select this backdrop. And let's just look over here to see how large it is. Obviously my workspace is currently in metric because it's telling me if I come and I right click and change it to inches, then it will tell me in inches. So currently the kitty cat is almost a 12-inch image. If you're planning on doing a full front of a shirt, then you're good to go. If you want to do it smaller, just above the pocket sort of thing, a left front, then maybe you want to make the image the correct size. So my point here is if you're going to do what we call thread sketching, you want to sketch at the actual size of the embroidery so that you don't over sketch or under sketch. You'll be able to kind of know how much sketching to put in based upon how close the threads get together. So now that we've sized our image, we could use any of our tools. And just as an example, I could click on the pencil right now. And as you know, when you use the artwork pencil, there are different drawing modes. The simplest one is the line mode. With line mode, you click and you click and you click to make points. You right click to stop making points. You might want to choose a color. So for example, if I wanted to do this darker orange, I could click on my palette and select some kind of a dark orange. Sometimes I work in contrast colors for my photographs so I can see them more easily. Perhaps I'll work in a bright pink. And so now that I've selected my color, I might want to zoom in. I'm currently 180% sort of zoomed into the photograph. I'll probably get closer to between 300 and even 600%. That allows me to be more close to the image and be more accurate with my thread sketching. And so at this point, obviously, you can't see the entire image. And so you may need to use your nudge arrow keys to move it around. If you don't know, over here on your magnifier, there's also a little hand that you can use to kind of like move your pictures around. So once again, get yourself all set up. Okay, we're ready to work on, starting here. And then we'll click on our pencil. We'll choose our mode, line mode, and, start making ziggy-zaggies or straight lines. I mean, the program will go north and south if you want it to. It'll go east and west, it'll make circles. Essentially, it's up to me to make the lines, and every click becomes the stitches. So think of it almost like drawing with this thread. And when I right click, you can see that I've created some thread. If I turn on my 3D, you can see, kind of more clearly that this is not embroidery. This is simply, we drew artwork. Now we would need to convert it into embroidery by clicking on run stitch to make it a run stitch. And so creating a thread sketch is really a matter of zooming into your photograph and clicking to make the stitches. Now, it could be faster if you owned Floriani Sketch-A-Stitch. You might want to use your Sketch-A-Stitch. If you have Sketch-A-Stitch, then you'll know, because there's a little paintbrush on my toolbox, on my workspace, and this paintbrush starts up Sketch-A-Stitch. And when I click on Sketch-A-Stitch, it means I could make run stitches. And now if I click, drag, and let go, I instantly get a run stitch. So we'll choose the color red. We click, drag, and we let go. And so it's a little bit faster, because now you can zoom in on your photograph, to wherever you want to make your stitching, and then just kind of click and hold your mouse to trace. And I mean, I know I make this look kind of easy, but to be honest, it is very easy to do. Anybody could do it. They don't even really need to know a lot about embroidery. Maybe your kids would like to do it, or your artsy fartsy aunt really loves to do embroidery or to draw. They could thread sketch for you, and then of course you can do the designs. You can thread sketch at a much bigger, larger, less zoomed in, and see more of the picture, but it's harder to be accurate. So certainly for the areas where you're going to get in and do Kitty's eyes. So if you're wondering how I'm able to do that without, moving my mouse, without moving to click a button, my mouse has a wheel on it, and the wheel is how I can zoom in and out. So it makes it kind of faster a little bit to zoom to different amounts. Now maybe we want to do the dark around the cat's eyes, and so we choose a darker color. We choose our Sketch-A-Stitch. Now, if you don't have Sketch-A-Stitch, you can still do these things, but you're probably going to be doing them using more like a click, click, click method, as opposed to me, where I'm kind of right now doing more of that click and drag method to create the stitches like that around the kitty's eyes. And so the idea is that you can use whatever tools you've got. So like I said, if you've got Sketch-A-Stitch, is a great time to use it, but you don't have to have it. If you don't, and you use the pencil to draw, then you're drawing artwork and you convert to embroidery later. You do have the freehand pencil, so that does allow the ability to kind of like do the thread sketching with the click and drag. The difference there is, if I right click, I've made an artwork line that I need to convert into embroidery. And so there's, a little extra step there, but it's not hard. Let's click back on the Collie. If you get zoomed in at 600%, you'll see how sketchy it really is. This allows you to make it much, much lighter because it's not really fully filled in. It could be, if you wanted it to be, you could create solid areas. That's more of embroidery digitizing, but to do thread sketching, usually we keep it on the lighter side and allow a little bit of the fabric to show through. But that is not a rule. It's really up to you how much to sketch. But the idea is that you open up a photograph and you put it onto your screen, and you choose a color and you choose a tool and you start drawing. Don't forget to set the size, because that really makes a big difference. In other words, don't sketch it at 12 inches if you really only want to embroider it at 2 inches, because you'll probably sketch more than there really is there to sketch. But go ahead and try making your thread sketches, and we hope you enjoyed this week's RNK Software Club's video for the week. Until next week, have a great day, and thanks for watching.